The documented drug trafficking past of Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) party, will finally be formally interrogated within the Nigeria judicial system. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, who has woken up the patriotic passions of a hitherto aloof, dominant youth population, is making it the bedrock of his petition against the declaration of Mr. Tinubu as president-elect by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in early March. Curiously, the Nigerian media is underreporting this great matter yet again. Had there been enough coverage hitherto, Mr. Tinubu might not have become the presidential candidate of the ruling APC in the first place. Silence was acquiescence. Mr. Obi and Atiku Abubakar of the main opposition People's Democratic Party, who were with Mr. Tinubu's rivals in the 2023 presidential election on February 25th, are similarly guilty of silence as constant. They both had good grounds to challenge Mr. Tinubu's suitability for the most exalted office in the land before the election. They did not. Perhaps they thought it's unimaginable that Mr. Tinubu will win. Well, I guess they are wiser now. After the declaration of Mr. Tinubu as winner by INEC, unprecedented as that was, being as compulsory 25% of voters requirements in the Federal Capital Territory was discontinuous. Mr. Abubakar and Mr. Obi are now challenging Mr. Tinubu's purported victory at the Federal Court of Appeal, which is the election tribunal for presidential elections. Mr. Obi's petition is the most encompassing, as it not only argues his view based on observed widespread irregularities during the presidential election, which have already been attested to by local and foreign election observers, but also on the more robust matter of eligibility. It is probably not accurate to say many of the controversies around Mr. Tinubu's eligibility, ranging from inconsistencies in his personal history to corruption, were not interrogated by his opponents via the courts previously, but they seem to always fall through on either some technicality or out of court settlement. The one matter that was robust enough to force his withdrawal from the presidential race was never formally broached by his opponents. That is, the great matter of Mr. Tinubu's forfeiture of a significant sum to US authorities over documented drug trafficking activities that has now changed that has now changed. Mr. Obi has included the evidence of Mr. Tinubu's documented 1990s drug trafficking in America as one of the grounds for his disqualification from even running for president in the first place, talk less of becoming one. An ironic twist is that the relevant Supreme Court judgment that will make the great matter qualify as conviction for a crime was rendered by Olukayode Ariwola, the current Chief Justice of Nigeria, when he was a Supreme Court judge. Mr. Ariwola ruled that a forfeiture was punishment for a crime in previous case, thus setting the precedent for why Mr. Tinubu's documented drug trafficking in the US is a criminal conviction under Nigerian law. Establishing this fact is a necessary or is a necessity at the Presidential Election Tribunal. Incidentally, Mr. Ariwola was mad in a media controversy about the process of his trip to London in mid-late March 2023. Mr. Ariwola's response to the matter suggests to me that he cares about his reputation, so all hope is not lost. Even so, whatever the tribunal rules is not really what matters. In my view, what does is that this great matter, which for some bizarre reason has had a conspiracy of silence around it, will finally be formally interrogated in a Nigerian court of law. That is progress in itself. Much kudos to David Udenyi, a Business Day columnist who first brought this great matter to light in July 2022. This is no mean feat. Many Nigerians have been executed for drug trafficking at home and abroad. It is utterly unjust that the citizens with a documented drug trafficking past will not only get immunity from persecution as presidents of the republic, but we also have the power of ordering prosecutions for exactly the same crimes. Needless to say, it is important to ensure that we never make the mistake again of allowing someone to tarnish feel so confident entitled to the highest office in the land. Okay, no wonder that Baba Ahmed said they never expected that they were going to come from that angle, and now all of them are G3 and G3 and G3 and G3. It's a known fact. It's not matter of oh, maybe they are trying to frame him up, because even the so-called spokespersons have made a lot of grave mistakes in defending the man. But let's see how all of this will pan out. Leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.